Hey everybody, it's A.L.E. Flores here with OrlandoVacation.com. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Orlando Resort. But before we get into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you get notifications on when we're going to give you some awesome tips on how to make your Orlando vacation that much better. Summon your scare squad for Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights, or HHN. If you are a stand for haunted houses, then you need to get to Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights, or HHN. It is the premier Halloween event. Okay, they have 10 houses, 5 scare zones, and 2 live shows. So, if you're going just for the selfies or because you love the snacks, which, by the way, I do, as evidenced by the belly. Or if you're just wanting to have some fun, do not go alone, okay? You're gonna want some friends to hug when you get scared. You're like, hug. They're there for support. Now, for those of you wondering, Halloween Horror Nights might be a little too intense for young children, okay? It gets pretty scary, so children under the age of 13 are not advised to show up. Again, wow, scary. And unlike some other events, no costumes or no costume masks are allowed, okay? So if you're planning on dressing up, I know that's a Halloween thing, but you can't do that at Halloween Horror Nights or HHN. Speaking of HHN, which by the way, we are speaking of HHN for the entire episode, this is a separately ticketed event. So if you bought the ticket for the park, they're gonna ask you to leave and you have to get another ticket, okay? This is available through September and October, all right? On most nights, okay? It's not every night, but most weekends, some other nights as well, but you need to check your event calendar to make sure you can go on the right night. Here's a little tidbit for you. Halloween Horror Nights wasn't always named Halloween Horror Nights. What was the original name? I'll wait. No, that's not it. That's a good guess, but no. Yes, it was Fright Nights. Who said that? Doug, you always get those right. You're so good. Fright Nights, that's right. It started back in 1991. It's the year I was born. Shut up. Yes, I was born in 1991. I look young. It was an awesome event. It happens every year. Now, when it first started, we didn't have all the scare zones. We didn't have as many haunted houses. They only had one scare zone, one haunted house. That was it. So, as you can tell, it has grown into this amazing event. Fans save all year just to come to HHN. And if you're a super fan, which by the way, you have to wear a cape, super fans know everything about HHN. There are blogs, there are websites specifically designed for HHN. They have places where you can find out about rumors, you know, which house is gonna be there, what are the scare zones, and they try to, I don't know, speculate on what HHN is going to be about, who the icon is. It's awesome. Now, superfans already know things about HHN because they show up every year. They show up several nights a year just to memorize the houses and the scare zones. And if you are a true superfan, you know exactly how the HHN fog smells like. I do. It's a smell that will not leave your nostrils. Also, something else that's not going to leave your nostrils or your taste buds or your belly, the pizza fries. I'm not lying. It's actually making me a little teary thinking about the pizza fries and why I can't have them right now. Get there. Get those pizza fries. They are amazing. Now, the haunted houses are the main attraction of this event, okay? The scare zones are fun, but the haunted houses are amazing. There's a lot of work that goes into those haunted houses. Do you know that they start construction sometimes right after the previous HHN's event? That's how much dedication and, I don't know, thought goes into each haunted house. Half the houses are centered around popular horror IP or intellectual property like Stranger Things or The Walking Dead, etc. You know what I'm talking about. Now, the other half of the houses are original creations made by the Universal Orlando creative team, and they are good at what they do. Not only do they create the houses, they create a themed storyline that you can see every year sometimes. Like this one house will have a great story, and then the next year, it's kind of like a sequel, a part 2 to that same house. So you definitely want to show up every year, you know, just to find out what happens. Here's a little tidbit for you. HHN is the first event to coin the phrase scare zone. Yeah, now you know something that you can argue with other people with. Scare zones are areas that the scare actors, another awesome phrase, they can roam around, they pop out of places, they scare you, hence scare zone. Now, they're not allowed to touch you or really leave that zone. They're kind of themed to that particular zone. That doesn't mean that they're not going to scare you right at the edge or maybe a little past that, so be prepared. Like I said earlier, bring friends. You want to put them in front of you so they get scared before you. Don't let them watch this, because then they're going to know and then they're going to put you in front. You know what I'm talking about. Also, if you have family that gets really scared, you know, put them in front. Mom, dad, they're annoying you all day, put them in front. Let them get scared before you do. Not only do we have scare zones and the haunted houses, yes, those are the big events, but they also have live shows. And those live shows back in the day were like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure Show, amazing show. They now have a horror themed show, which is so cool. They had, last time I was there, which was last year, they had these amazing aerialists, acrobat acts, fires. It just so cool. So if you want to take a break, I don't know, from all the scare zones, all the haunted houses, go check out those live shows. They truly are amazing and a little scary. And don't forget, over the lagoon, they project these awesome houses themes, music, and images. It's a really cool show. Now, if you're staying in Orlando for several nights, the best experience is to get a pass for several nights. The event is very popular and creates very long lines. So you might want to get an express pass or an RIP tour. Get it? It's like VIP, but RIP because of the haunted. I'll move on. Now, what's the difference between Express Pass and RIP? I'm so glad I asked that. Thank you, Ali. You're welcome. All right, Express Pass gets you into the shorter lines for each house. Really cool. Now, the RIP tour gets you more perks like secluded bars, awesome, a tour guide that's going to walk you into the houses. Also, you get guaranteed times for the live shows. How cool is that? So once you're in the event, if you need a break from all the scare zones and the houses, there are a lot of attractions that are still available. Go check out Harry Potter World, because Harry Potter is one of the only safe zones. There's no characters, there's nothing like that that's gonna pop out. It's just the awesome world of Harry Potter. So go in there, have a butterbeer, enjoy some pizza fries, relax a little bit, get the heart rate back down, and then go back and enjoy the awesome houses and scare zones that HHN provide. So, how do you save money at HHN? Here's the thing, once it gets closer to Halloween, the prices are gonna go up. So my advice is to get there early. Get tickets in September if you can. Also, staying on property is gonna save you some money. You can also do Stay and Scream, okay? That's gonna let you have fun all day in the park, and then you can do HHN at night. And you don't have to leave the park with that Stay and Scream ticket. They put you in a holding area once the park closes, and then once HHN starts, you're free to go. It's kind of like the running of the bulls, everyone just goes. And just so you know, we offer the best deals for Universal Orlando Resorts and HHN. How do you get those deals? You can visit our website at orlandovacation.com or by calling any one of our specialists at 1-800-641-4008. That number again, 1-800-641-4008. And for more information, we've done something special for you. We've provided a link in the description so you can just click on that for your special event. And as always, for the best tips and tricks on how to make your Orlando vacation better, go to orlandovacation.com and we will make your vacation that much better. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.